Happy Bathtubs Day, everybody! We invited all nations to our capital to join in the celebrations, and most have sent representatives and goods to partake in the festivities.
I guess today's Bathtub Day? Or something like that. I don't know. People are sending gifts over to General Upton.
Noble absent was peace-loving games who didn't send anybody. She has not been as welcome as some others. Tread careful, citizens. But also enjoy today's festivities as cook happened for the children. These are the political alliances for today. Please act accordingly.
I'm glad that everybody's, kind of doing this world peace thing. I don't find this concerning at all. Not at all. No.
Pep sent us a casket of their finest wines. Please be kind to all Pep subjects, as the wine was delicious and not poisoned at all. Haha. Also provoked Blue Cube into aggression against his neighbors, and keep smiling and nodding to all others. Last but not least, we end today with the construction of our first mine. May the glory of Samuel Croptopia shine above all.
Last night I got a really big opportunity. JT, who I've been talking with kind of about ganging up on steel here, his generators went down, which means his power was completely cut. He was maxed out on his generators. He wasn't producing any more drillers, and this was an excellent opportunity for me to strike here on Hake, which is this territory right here. So I threw everything I had at it. I also kind of rallied the support of people around saying, like, listen, he's out of generators, just keep hitting him. And the timing, I think, was really crucial. He did recapture one of Meeple's generators down here, which means his power came back online a couple of hours ago, but I still think that I have masked this out, and I think that I'm going to take it. As long as everything kind of goes according to plan here. So I'm optimistic about that for sure, but I also realize that I'm vulnerable down here to Plumpy, who has been, he's been involved a little bit, but I'm not really completely sure what's going on there. So things look good on that front. I think I'm successfully going to take this from Steel. That's going to be a big blow to him. Things are looking good. I'm feeling confident, but as you can see, I've kind of got a lot of things queued up here, a lot of things in the pipeline, and it's a little tense.
So it's the next morning, and I'm here with Carter. We're going to get donuts?
Yeah.
Yep. And I've got Justin still attacking me and telling me that he's basically got me surrounded. And maybe I should give up because I'm making myself a bigger target. It's time for pure annihilation. So that's why I'm not stuffing my face this morning. There's no paranoia when they're actually after you. We're going to enjoy this morning while I attempt to rally some help around me and see if I can make a push on Justin. I am perfectly fine with turning into Captain Ahab and going after Moby Dick.
There is a lot going on with Justin right now. He says he's teaming up with some people to go after Mr. Steele. So I let Leland know, and I'm not going to help Justin out. It would take so much of my resources to even make a dent, and Leland and I have some sort of alliance right now. Tentative alliance for the moment, and I have no reason to do anything to him at the moment, so I told Justin no.
Chitox is moving some troops in, about to launch an attack, who's apparently been trying to enlist Peace Love Games to, do the old subterfuge pincer, as, it's commonly referred to as. Of course, all spurred on by Meeples to, as a diversionary tactic, which is smart, even though he's already winning the fight. I hope he didn't offer anything to Chit Talk, because he could have done it by himself. But yeah, days are numbered. I mean, that's how this game goes.
And I'm sending some of my drillers towards Justin, and because Plumpy is asked me to, and I needed something to do with drillers because I don't have enough generators, so I can't build drillers. I might as well attack somebody, right? So I've been sending some Justin's way, And Justin says that Plumpy is just using me to whittle me down. I don't have any logical reason to distrust Plumpy. We all know I do feel a little suspicious of him. Right now, there's no logical reason for me to distrust him at all, so we're just gonna leave it as it is.
But I'm saying right now, I will not sacrifice any land. I will not compromise. I will fight to the death. I will send my queen headstrong in to kill her 10 drillers, and my general will let her if need be. Like, she's not afraid to get bloody. She'll get bloody. She got to the top where she is for a reason. You can't be queen without having a little blood on your hands. So that's what's gonna happen. I guess I'll check back in when I'm dead, probably.
I'm concerned about this build-up on the corner of my territory. 4 different players that, as far as I know, are not necessarily on the best terms.
And Meeples, I think he's getting some cold feet here. We're both really taking some significant losses. And it's just like, it's brutal right now. We're just slugging back and forth. Neither of us, well, he's making the ground inch by inch by inch. He's approaching the subject of a ceasefire. And I told him, at this point, all I'm doing is defending. I'm too bloody stubborn to offer any type of truce. If he wants a truce, then he makes the offer to me, and that's him submitting, not Leela Steele.
So, we finally have peace. Steele and I have reached an armistice, a ceasefire. It was just a stalemate, really. We were just slamming troops into the same locations over and over again, and we weren't getting anywhere. And then he launched at Hook, my factory at Hook, further south, and I realized, you know what? Why don't we just reset this? So I reached out and said, hey, let's just chill. And we gifted each other some troops that were on the way as attack forces, and that reset everything. So he's going to keep Wallace and Donato, and I'm going to keep Hook, and that, I guess, works out. It's going to be again, a border truce kind of reset. A bit of a waste of time, but really fun to have that first battle of the game. So that was nice. A little. I lost ground to JT. He ended up taking the factory at FAM and the generator at Osage. So that's not great, and I'm not loving that, but I got a little bit of peace with him. We'll see if that holds, too. I don't trust those guys. I think they're allies.
Meeples Academy and I have reached a peaceful agreement after both suffering heavy casualties. I don't know. I'm glad. Yes, obviously I'm glad for peace. And those poor souls that I thought I committed to death, they've been conscripted to Meeples Academy. In exchange, I am receiving some of his trusted drillers, and I kind of came out on top. I didn't lose anything. I'm going to be gaining a factory that, was kind of originally promised to me that I jumped the gun on and started this whole thing for. Look at that. Just be stubborn, folks. Be stubborn. Don't relent, and then peaceful accords will just fall into your lap. Bada bing, bada boom.
I'm going to have to keep a lot of troops on that northern border, and I'm not liking that because I need some troops down south to build a mine. Because speaking of allies, I have actually officially, formally approached Semi-Co-op and Upton Pickman, if you will, to form a capital A alliance. We can have back-to-back mines, like I said, and really defend each other's backs.
I've woke up today in, oddly enough, a good mood. We're just adopting the wild card title, and we're going to be gathering all the troops up, and shortly we should be able to just leave this outpost and just ditch this mission altogether. The superiors can go to hell at this point. If these guys are going to try to kill me where I stand, I'm not going to make it cheap.
Looks like Late to the Table is going into full retreat at this point, sending the queen off to Oaktown. Now, Plumpy and a Blue Cube are also working against him, but this does make me suspicious that Plumpy might not be, because that's pretty close to a lot of Plumpy's territory up there.
It looks like that smuggler finally came in handy for the first time. We were able to send our defenses all the way over to Feld and defend that land from Blue Cube, who was actually trying to take it real quickly from us, so yeah, something.
Initially, I was also involved in the siege, and he was the first person and really the only person that I've backstabbed so far in this game. That being said, when he was sort of against the ropes, he started heading right back towards me, so instead of hitting him with a pretty big siege that would have damaged him, I gifted him all those subs, giving him about 100 subs in the hopes that he would head towards Pep or Blue Cube, because, I mean, really, alliances are going to be temporary in a game like this. So my hope was, gift him those subs, keep him away from me, and maybe do some damage to some of my friends in the game. And that's exactly what he did. I don't know how much damage he did, but he headed back towards Pep with the subs that I gifted him that I was going to lose anyway.
It looks like Plumpy took my words of peace and being an ally way too kindly. He, after taking my generator, it looks like he got a little taste of my land and wanted more. He sent more to my factory in Oaktown, and I put my smuggler to use. They should be meeting up with his forces in a few hours.
So yeah, alliances. Kind of the way that I've been playing this game so far is get information from everybody. Be buddy-buddy with everybody. Don't break alliances unless I absolutely have to until the time is right. You know, and with Late to the Table, the time was right. It was something that I, you know, it was time.
Hey, Gary. After all we've been through, you're not going to let me take Oaktown?
I have literally nothing left.
I appreciate you being true to your word by coming back for me. How scared of Pep should I be?
Enough that you should have left me alone. Day 3, hour 20.
Look, I know you've got no reason to bargain with me, but let's say I give you 74 subs and you go wildcard somewhere else.
You and I are short on generators. You can have Oak, and I've made the decision to not return.
Alright, give him hell. See you later, Gary. Hey, Board Pep checking back in, and we are just about to begin day 4. Now, I woke up to a few shocking revelations. Blue and Plumpy had originally been working together with me to squeeze Late to the Table out of the game and free up that territory for us to share. But I found out from Blue this morning that Plumpy has been fueling drillers to Late to the Table. And that's not good. This right here has been the screen I have focused on almost the entire game. Just this tiny little section, bouncing units between Kybers and Mazu, both defending myself and attacking. And as I said, now Plumpy Thimble has supplied some extra drillers to Oaktown. And if we scroll back, you can actually see there's already 61 being sent there with a queen and a smuggler. And that smuggler makes things go at 3 times as fast. So that's scary that something could just come out of nowhere at lightning speed to defend. Now luckily, I have timed my next attack so that after this navigator comes back, he's immediately going to bounce back and he's going to hit there before there can possibly be a reaction. I've timed it out, I've done the math. But unfortunately, there is still a saboteur that could bounce it back. And that's what I assume is going to happen. But I have to keep attacking, and I have to keep the pressure up, or else Blue isn't going to be able to help me take out Late to the Table.
And hopefully people continue to stay out of my area and let me just do my thing. I don't know how long that will last. But as long as everybody else is fighting everybody else, I'm good.